This email comes from Steve. He says, I have a problem that many gamers run into, particularly as they get older. Gaming still suffers from the stigma of being one of those childish things you're supposed to put away in favor of getting married, getting kids, and that whole illusory notion of getting a life. I like the idea that kids are something you get. Like, I gotta go get my groceries. This weekend I gotta get groceries, I gotta go get some kids.
It's like Link in Zelda 2 when you find the kid in the cave, you just dun 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 over your head.
I had a kid just to check it off the box.
Yep. Steve says,
For 1 weekend.
I love co-op gaming. But I've reached a point where my friends no longer have the time or inclination to game. I'm in my 40s, and it's pretty hard to make new friends, period, which Justin was just talking about, much less ones that share an interest in playing online video games. I've looked around for resources to help gamers find other gamers, but haven't found much. Do you pros at IGN have any insight or advice, or are you just as stumped as I am?
Yeah, I mean, two things, Steve. First of all, my wife is my co-op partner. She's my life co-op partner, but she's also my video game co-op partner every once in a while. So don't, I guess it's kind of dangerous to conflate the two, but that's like super real, right? Like that's your person that finds someone that's into what you're into and that can help with that. Second thing is just get a job at IGN.
That's where I wanted to go, Steve. We are literally the worst people in the world to ask this question to. We are grotesque man children that play games for a living. So we're surrounded by people who want to play games all the time. We don't have to look nearly as hard.
It is super tough. Making friends as an adult, period. If we leave video games out of it, is just this weird, awkward, terrible thing.
Yeah, it is. It's an odd place. There are, you have meetups. Meetup groups can be really cool. They're internet meetup groups that you can find. They're just people with similar interests and go out and they'll meet in a neutral location where you're not likely to be, harmed in case they're creepy and terrifying. And 40 people that love board games or RPGs or something will show up together. That's a good way. At religious organizations, your church, your mosque, etc., that's a great way to meet new friends.
I think both games have matchmaking, right? Can't you just play online?
But he wants somebody, he wants to play.
But maybe he wants to chat with them.
He wants to be able to
give him a high five.
Yeah, stuff like that. Exactly.
I think there should be a Tinder for platonic friends.
Oh, Platonic.
Platonic.
They always start that way.
That's so smart. The moment I get back to my desk, I'm registering platonic.com.
There you go.
Yeah. Good thing this isn't a live show.
Yeah, it's going to be like, you're going to find like a tonic you can drink there to get more playful. Somebody's already bought it.
That like totally so legit. No, but it's like they have all these services for like dating, or like even before there was like Tinder and stuff like that, Plenty of Fish. Like people would date, they'd find dates on Craigslist. Like you put a personal ad on Craigslist or in the paper. Yeah. But like, what if you're just a guy, you're into sports, and you want another guy to be into sports with? And it's like, it's just the worst experience. Like, how are you supposed to?
Yeah.
There should be a service where it's like, look, this isn't weird. I'm just looking for someone to play some Call of Duty with.
Well, if you're looking for several people, the old meetup groups do sort of fill that gap. I mean, they're still out there, and I encourage you to look, just Google Meetup, and that'll help you find some of the groups that do that. But you're right. I mean, it'd be an amazing service, and please go register Platonic. I want to find this. Oh my God.
When we were talking about making friends as an adult, I think all of my friends come from just 3 sources. I think they're from school.
You did the German 3.
Yeah, I always do that. They come from school, they come from work, or they come from like your significant other's group of friends. Like you adopt, they become your friends too. And like that's it. I don't think I have a single friend from anywhere else.
Do you guys like not start conversations with strangers in restaurants?
No.
So hobbies can
Maybe that's why we don't have friends.
Like I'm friends with a lot of people through bands, a lot of people through record collecting, a lot of people through arcade collecting, stuff like that. So
yeah, the epiphany that I just had in this moment was, man, it's really hard to make friends. And it's like, Justin, do you like to talk to people? No, I hate it.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I don't have like a huge circle of friends, but I make friends just by speaking to people in the places I go. That sometimes works out.
Never speak to anybody. Just want to keep to myself.
As for finding friends to play games with, there is a subreddit called Gamer Pals. That seems to be, I know Reddit can be kind of weird, but it seems to be a fairly friendly place, although a lot of the people posting there seem to be younger. They're really in their like 20s.
It ain't no Platonic, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Platonic.
Yeah.
it's good. No, not play Sonic though.
Don't play Sonic.
If you're gonna play Sonic, probably just play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Sonic CD maybe. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, we were talking Sonic.
It's the only good one.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
There's
No,
not a
Sonic
lot.
the Hedgehog is a good game.
Sonic CD.
It's
not a
Sonic
great
CD
game.
is the only good Sonic game.
No, it's not, that game's not even that good compared to the other 3. From
Sonic CD is better than Sonic.
One thing that makes it better.
The soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack is
The soundtrack
better.
doesn't count.
What do you mean the soundtrack
Because the
doesn't
soundtrack
count?
to Sonic is great. You see
It sounds like tin fun running through a Z80. I don't know.
No, it's got the whole time travel mechanic.
Okay, so
It's
there's a soundtrack
really-
on CD. That's what makes it better.
That's what make Ease is a good game because of the soundtrack.
Okay.
It's got
So it's
3
equally as
versions
good,
of
but the
each stage,
soundtrack
the
is
past,
better.
present, and future version of each stage. That was a really
Yeah,
smart
that's too
mechanic.
hard to activate.
And they're well-designed stages. Sonic 2's a better game than Sonic.
Sonic 3 has water slides. Let me just drop the mic there.
It's also got
Right.
that Michael Jackson soundtrack.
Ooh, yeah, it does.
You're not going to weigh in on this? You don't
I
have a
wanted
favorite
to ask,
song?
what do you think about Sonic Spinball?
I
garbage.
don't, if I
That
can
one's
avoid
garbage?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
No,
bad.
Sonic is okay. Sonic 2 is okay. Sonic CD's pretty
Sonic
good.
Spinball, you bought it new. It was famously made in, I think, 6 months. So it just was not a well-made
Man,
game.
Sonic is one of those series. Sonic has never been good, and they tricked us into thinking it was good for like
Yeah.
a decade.
Sonic was.
I don't have a problem with Sonic the
sure.
Hedgehog. I like the flow of it. I like the feel. I like the colors. I like the graphics. I like the sound. I think that game's
Red and the
interesting.
spikes that you get no idea.
I
No
think-
way you could know they were there.
But when I
Super
compare
fun.
it to Super Mario World, it's night
mean,
and
there's
day.
not even a
that's-
comparison.
Not
Yeah.
even a
Yeah,
comparison.
so that doesn't mean it's a terrible game, though.
It was
I like a lot of
pretty-
bad games, too, though.
It was,
It was
pretty.
very
It had
fast,
good,
and
it
that
had
tricked
good,
people into
yeah.
thinking it was good.
And it was pretty, and the music was good, and it
really
had simple, comprehensible controls. Yeah, it's a very
It's like
pretty
any
game.
brawler, like Golden Axe or X-Men or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those games aren't good, but they were super advanced and pretty at the time.
That's true.
And it made everybody love them.
But here's
Genesis,
why
they were so much flashier than the SNES in that era.
But here's why I don't think it's good: is that you have these big, expansive stages, and there's not
David's
even,
like, please stop talking.
and there's
about
not any reason to go anywhere in them.
That's right.
I mean,
that's
Super Mario
the
World.
single
there's- yeah.
reason there's no exploration in Sonic, and that's what I like to do in
No,
video
there
games.
is exploration. It's really difficult to do.
and pointless. There's nothing
Yeah.
to find when you explore.
You'll get 10 rings or the speed boots.
Yeah, but hey, it kind of made people go back and be like, oh, speed runs are a thing. Because Sonic was about getting to, you could also play Sonic by getting to the end of the level without stopping as fast as possible. I don't think people thought about games that way before.
That's a good
There
point.
are-
And you asked why CD was good. The reason CD is good is because
had to
there's
think about it
actually
this
a
whole
reason to explore. That's the difference between Sonic 2 versus CD.
It's still-
is that
it's still
you
hard
still
to
have
explore.
exploratory levels, but at least there's a reason to go explore.
There are Sonic Defenders, and I.
There's a game called
I think it probably is
Is that true? Is that really?
Starring several of his crappy friends, I imagine. But-
A lot
Let's
of
talk about Defender.
a lot of the Sonic Defenders I encounter seem to be British.
Because Genesis was
It seems
much
like
more popular
It
in
seems
Europe
like
than
Sonic was a
Nintendo
bigger deal over in.
They
Europe,
also
right?
think like Chucky
The Mega
Egg is a
Drive.
good game or whatever that thing's called. So there's that too. Is it Chucky Egg? I can't
There's that
remember.
weird egg game.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Billy Hatcher?
No,
That was a 2D.
Nightlore.
Are you talking about Flicky?
Oh no, Flicky's different. Nightlore's okay. Jetpack's good.
Are you
Jetpack's
talking about
good.
Chicken Shift?
Damon, the show's gone off the rails.
I can keep on
Get
talking about
back.
chicken
Yeah,
games.
we
Would you
can
like
talk
me to
about
keep
that,
throwing them
absolutely.
out?